If you're into 3D printing, you're likely familiar with Gridfinity. Originally started by Zach Friedman, this system makes drawer organization incredibly satisfying, but creating a perfect shadow box for irregular tools can be a total nightmare. Measuring everything by hand is tedious, and manually tracing outlines is incredibly time-consuming, especially when you have a ton of tools to organize. In this video, I'm going to show you 2 fast and easy ways to create your own Gridfinity shadow boxes. You might have heard of Tool Trace AI. It's super easy. Snap a photo, click a few buttons, and you're ready to download your model. However, it can really struggle with complex colors, harsh shadows, or tricky reflections. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a different AI-powered workflow. Let's look at the results. On the left, we have the output from Tooltrace AI's detailed mode, which, by the way, is a paid feature. On the right is the method I'm about to show you. Just look at the level of detail here. It's significantly more precise. If you want the easiest way, stick with Tooltrace. But if you want accuracy and total control, this is the workflow for you. And the best part, as long as Google Gemini stays free, this entire process won't cost you a dime for the foreseeable future. First, place your object on a sheet of paper. Any color works as long as it contrasts well with the tool you got. And you can use A4, letter, or any rectangular paper. Its dimensions don't matter because we aren't relying on them. Instead, we're using a 5 by 5 centimeter square as our scale reference. You can just cut one out of paper or 3D print one. Here's my printed square. It's double-sided, so it works against both dark and light backgrounds. You only need to make this once, and you can reuse it for every project. Now, place the reference square right next to your tool and snap a top-down photo. I highly recommend using a scanner app. It automatically fixes perspective and lens distortion, which is crucial for an accurate profile. Make sure you're looking directly down at the object. If you're at an angle, you'll catch the sidewalls, which will make your outline come out wider than it actually is. All right, let's upload that photo to Gemini and drop in this prompt. In just a second, it generates a perfect silhouette. Instead of relying on color recognition like Tooltrace, which gets tripped up by lighting and textures, Gemini uses AI vision. It kind of like really understands the physical shape. Shadows, reflections, or even app watermarks won't bother it at all. Once you have the silhouette, download it and convert it to a vector. You can use Image Trace in Illustrator or a free online tool to grab the SVG. At this point, 80% of the work is already done. I'll use Fusion 360 to show you how to build the shadow box. I'm using the Gridfinity generator plugin here. I've linked it below if you need it. Let's quickly whip up a solid 2x6 Gridfinity bin. Make sure to set the bin type to solid. This gives us a solid base to work with for our shadow box. Now, to the shadow part. Create a sketch on the top face of the bin and import the SVG we just downloaded. Now, press the shortcut D to measure the length and width of our reference square. We got 54.1 and 53.4. Let's keep those numbers here. We'll need them in a second. Hit E to extrude the profile, pulling it down by 15 millimeters, which is the thickness of my calipers. To match its true dimensions, go to the Modify menu and select the Scale tool. Select the calipers, set the scale type to non-uniform, and here's the trick. For the x-axis, input 50 divided by 53.448, and for y-axis, input 50 divided by 54.107. Keep z-axis at 1. This will bring our square back to its true 50 millimeter size, and when the square is at the correct scale, your tool's profile will be too. Now let's use shortcut M to center the calipers on the bin. To give it some breathing room, hit Q for the offset tool and add a 0.25 millimeter offset. Finally, use the Combine tool to subtract the calipers from our solid Gridfinity bin. It's looking great. We're almost there, but don't forget to add finger notches so you can actually get your calipers out. Create a sketch. Draw 2 20mm circles. Finish sketch. Press E to extrude them down by 15 millimeters and set the operation to cut. Here's our finger notches. One last thing, hit F for the fillet tool. Add a 0.7 millimeter fillet to smooth it out, and there you go, a perfectly custom Gridfinity shadow box. After 2 hours of printing, we have the finished bin, and it's a perfect fit. I also printed a 0.6 millimeter thin spacer in bright yellow to sit at the bottom. It creates a high contrast shadow board effect. It instantly alerts you when a tool is missing, making it impossible to forget to put things back. I've put all the tools, links, and that Gemini prompt in the description. And if you happen to be using the same digital caliper, you can download the model on MakerWorld. I've linked that down below as well. All right, if you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe. If you run into any issues or have a better trick, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.